Right, I take it everyone here would like to be a success, no matter what they do. Anybody who doesn't want to be a success? Everyone wants to be a failure? No? You want to be a success? Okay. We've got something in common straight away. So I want to be a success in what I do. Okay. Just to let you know that I am from Barnsley. I live less than a mile away from here. I've always lived all my life less than a mile away from here. I went to Kingston School when I was your age. Lived in Woodsworth Common. Now live in Doyle. So I know what it's like to be sitting where you're sitting. To be coming from this area, and sometimes how difficult it can be. The company that I run, I earn £5 million a year. Okay? £5 million a year my company does. Alright? I don't know what you know now. At school, I left school with no qualifications. None. Because I didn't have the confidence to do it. I didn't have the belief. I didn't have my parents pushing me, they weren't interested. So going to school for me was just a case of I had to go, something that I had to do. If I could get out of not going, I wouldn't go. Generally left school a failure. But I was lucky that when I was 18 years old, doing a dead-end job, I met some people that were a bit older than me, who I did listen to, who became friends of mine, and they taught me how to be confident, how to take an opportunity, and how to be committed to doing what you need to do to go in life. And those are the three things that I've always tried to think about, no matter what I do. One is opportunity. You've got to have an opportunity in life. Now, whether you create that opportunity yourself, or someone gives you an opportunity, you've got to be ready to take it. Because you might only get that one opportunity. You might get 10 opportunities. And in your life, you might think it's a good opportunity, you might not. Okay, but you've got to have the opportunity, you've got to have the confidence to take that opportunity, right? Now, how many people could come and stand up here and speak to 100 people now? Could anybody do that? Anyone want to have a go? Come and stand and tell us about your life? Quite difficult. Difficult for me. I speak to 150, 200 people all the time. And this is a little bit different, a little bit, a bit nerve-wracking sometimes. Confidence is something that you can't always, everybody thinks, well, he's a confident lad, the one that stands up at the bar, the one that shouts, the one that tells jokes. That's one form of confidence. You can have confidence in yourself, in your inner belief. Belief in your own ability, be confident in what you're doing. You might not be the loudest person. Like I say, when I was at school, I used to stick in the crowd. I wouldn't stand up. I wouldn't say, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. Teacher asked a question, I'd never answer it, ever. Even if I knew the answer. I didn't have the confidence to do that. So, don't think that, being confident is the one person who stands up, the person who wants to shout out first, the person who wants to tell jokes. That's not always what confidence is about. Okay? You can learn confidence by doing things, by standing in front of 100 people like I'm doing now. If I did this every day, like your teachers do, dead easy. I have 250 staff at the moment who work for me, and I could speak to 250 people of my staff now, no problem, easy. Because it's something that you do every day. You can gain confidence, okay? Like I say, going back to it, when I was at school like you guys, I had no confidence, none at all. But I was lucky, I had an opportunity when I was 18, I met some friends who are still my friends now. They gave me a job, pretty dead-end job, working on a market stall, okay? Got talking to people every day. I used to work behind a market stall. People used to come to the store, I just got talking to people, and you gain confidence by doing that. Okay? Changed jobs again, went to work in a factory. Changed jobs again, went to work on a building site. And all these jobs that I did, alright, gave me the confidence to move on to do what I'm doing now, although they're completely different to what I do now. I know what it's like to work on a building site in weather like this. I know what it's like to work in a factory with 1,000 other people doing the same thing every day. So I know what it's like to do those jobs. So that gives me an appreciation. And now what I do, how lucky I am now to do what I do. And like I say, I've been where I work now. Has everyone heard of Doyle Security? Some people have heard of Doyle Security. Yeah? Put your hand if you've heard of Doyle Security. Yeah? Yeah? Everybody who goes to Barnsley Football Club will have seen all my staff. So all my staff will work at Barnsley Football Club. And we have done for about 13 years now. So coming back to the 250 staff that I've got, everybody relies on me. Okay? Now if I lay at home in bed at night and think about that, 250 people that I've got to make sure their wage is there every month. Right? That's a lot of pressure. Okay? Our wage bill is about £45,000 a week. Alright? But we have to generate to pay all the staff. Okay? So, going back to what I said before, sitting in your chair now, I didn't have the opportunity that you've got. You must take that opportunity, honestly, trust me. So, jumping back forward, when I got to start work at Doyle's, very, very small company, okay, I joined. Lucky again, I given the opportunity, built it up, and now, like I say, we're doing £5 million a year. Okay? Can't be done. Every one of you has got the same opportunity. Every one of you has got the same ability. Right? You have the commitment. You have the opportunity. You have the confidence. You have the commitment. Right? And I know what you're thinking now. Oh, it's all right. He's there. It's, you know, I'm 44 years old. Okay. How old are you guys? 12, 13? Got 30 years start on me. Okay. Don't think that you have to get to make decisions now. Who knows what we want to do now? Does anybody know what you want to do when you leave school? Yeah?
A lawyer.
A lawyer? Right. Anybody else? Yeah?
I built tables with my dad.
You want to build turbos, right? Fantastic. Do you want to? Doctor? Right, okay. Good. The chances are that the majority of you don't know what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of the most interesting people that I know at 30 years old still don't know what they want to do. They're very interesting people. They just still don't know what they want to do. I'm doing what I do now. I was 30 years old before I started doing what I do now. Okay? And like I said, I've done a lot of jobs to get to where I do now. Completely different. Working on a building site, working in a factory, working in a market store. I used to be an ice cream man. I've done it all. But those things that you do give you the confidence to speak to people like I'm doing to you now. Give you the confidence to build in what you do now. Don't worry if you don't know what you want to do. Some of you will follow the same career path. You know, doctor, lawyer, fantastic things to do. Achievable, no problem. Everybody in this room can do whatever they want to do. As long as you've got the commitment to do it, to work hard. Build turbos, fantastic. You know, there's a lot of studying to be a lawyer, doctor. You can do it. Don't ever think that there's nothing you can do. Nothing's impossible. Impossible is just a word that people use that can't be bothered to do what they want to do. Alright, there's no such thing as impossible. Like I say, I come from Wisby Commons. My parents weren't interested in school. They weren't interested in working. They weren't interested in me going to school. They weren't interested in me working. Alright? You've got to look beyond that. You've got to look inside yourself, and you've got to give yourself sometimes to kick up the backside and say, yeah, you know, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to do what everybody else does.